Okay, and here we go to our special guest of the evening, superstar global dream whisperer, Laura Broadbent. And she's online right now. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Sharina. How are you?
Good, thank you. Dreams.
Yeah.
At the moment, what sort of dreams would be a good dream to have? Just in a nutshell.
Dreams about success and dreams about happiness, dreams about love.
And what would be a worrying dream to have that wouldn't be so good?
Oh, look, dreams are quite in-depth. A worrying dream would be something like falling, or possibly something about losing a loved one. It's quite in-depth. There's lots of different ways we could take it.
Okay, well, you ready to take some calls on dreams?
Absolutely.
Okay, now we've got Stephanie up first, and Stephanie, she's going to talk to Laura. Say hello to Laura, Stephanie.
Hello.
Can you hear her, Laura?
Yes, I can. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. I just wanted to ring. I've been tempted to ring Sharina on many occasions, but this dream happened about 5 years ago, and I had a relative that had terminal cancer, and I wrote them a letter that poured out my heart and soul to them, how I felt about them, and they passed away before I was able to see them again. And then a short while later, I had a dream that they came and spoke to me. They were talking to me in particularly about the letter that I wrote. And I woke up that morning and I was thinking, oh, wow, that was a bit of a bizarre dream. And then I found out a short while later that they passed away.
Wow, that's a very powerful dream. Thank you for sharing that. I would actually call that a psychic dream. So that's definitely an ability that you have, and it came through in dreams, and it's very, very powerful. So I really believe that this person obviously was communicating to you through your dreams.
I do too. After
sure.
I found out they passed away, yes, definitely.
Absolutely. So you've obviously got a very strong connection to this person. And it's also the mind. The mind is a beautiful thing, and it's very in-depth. And it's speaking to you in many different ways. It's what I call the unspoken communication. But it's also, I really feel that this is a spiritual, very psychic dream. So you've obviously got that ability.
I thought I did, but I don't know how to tap into it. There's been a number of things that have happened over the years, but I don't know how to tap into it. But I thought that much, that there was something about it.
I think you're probably going to have more of those connections, and basically seeing that in your dream is also really, as Laura was saying, spiritual connection, and that they were showing you because you were so worried that they didn't get that letter, that they were showing you, they were reading that letter, they got that letter. That was the message.
Yeah. I was aware that they got the letter, but I never communicated with them after I sent that letter off by mail.
Well, it sounds like they know that you did.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for your call.
Thank you.
Okay, and now where's our next dreams?
We'll go to Gary.
Good day, Gary.
Good evening, Sharina and Laura. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
I often dream about snakes. It's quite bizarre. I often dream about them, and sometimes I handle them, and they always seem to bite me. And no matter how tight I hold them, they always seem to squirm around and bite me on the arm or something like that.
Laura?
Yes, was that snakes? I'm sorry.
Yes, it was, yeah.
Okay, so snakes are a very powerful symbol. It's about sexuality, creativity, and I would suggest that this is about your expression, your creative expression in waking reality. So I'd have a really good look at, especially when it's biting you. Your expression is obviously there's something going on with that in the waking reality. What I mean by that is that you might be doing something that's detrimental in a creative way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah. So I'd be mindful of your creative expression in the world. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, then. Thank you.
But do you think also, Laura, that snakes can... I always thought that snakes are, in my thoughts, enemies. I just got that vibe with Gary. There's a lot of enemies to be watched and people he doesn't trust around, and they're trying to sort of take advantage of him.
That could be a possibility, but in the language of dreams, it actually means Kundalini energy, so it's creative energy or sexual energy usually.
Okay, and moving on, right now we have of our, is it Daryl? Danielle. Hi, Danielle.
Danielle.
How are you, love?
How are you?
Good,
Happy
thank you.
Christmas. I hope you get what you want for Christmas. God bless.
Thank you.
Look, just very quickly, I've had a number of dreams about my late husband. He passed away the end of last year, and my dear sister, who I lived with until I met my husband. Anyway, what happened? I was very close to them, but in my dream, I'm on a train but I'm saying yes, but you're dead. How come? And this is very regular, just about every night. But what happened in this dream I had about 2 months ago, I was with Vincent and Alvin, and what happened, I saw Jesus in a church on the hill.
Wow.
And I said, is that Jesus? And they said yes. And I just cannot get over that dream and how I feel every time I dream about them. But no, I say, oh, yeah, but you're dead. And they say, no, we're not.
What do you think, Laura?
Well, thank you very much for sharing that dream. It's quite powerful, actually. Usually transport means movement, so you're moving towards something. And everyone in dream reality is actually an aspect of you. So I'd have a look at what your past loved one actually means to you. So people represent something to us, and it's an aspect of us. Does that make sense?
Yes, but why is it that I keep on saying to them, yes, but you're dead? And in fact, they say, no, we're very much alive.
Well, there's two aspects to that. One of them is that they could be still around you in an energetic form, and they're communicating to you through a dream. And secondly, it could be that you need to release the energy of that person.
Yeah, that's very hard when you love them so much.
Absolutely. That would take time. So, and seeing Jesus obviously this is a very deep symbol for you, is that right?
Yes, it is. But I don't know where I did actually see him in that moment where I went to a different realm.
Wow, that's beautiful. And obviously your mind has access to that realm, that really deep spiritual realm, and that's a very beautiful thing. So I possibly feel that this is messages for you, especially with your past loved one. He's obviously still around you. That's what I actually feel quite strongly.
And he loves me.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks so much, darling, for your call. Okay, and last but not least, we have Lilette, is it?
Lilette, yeah.
Lilette. Hi, Lilette.
Hi, Sharina. How are you?
Good, thanks, love.
Yeah.
Let's hear your dream.
Yeah. Hi, Laura.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
That's great.
My dad passed away about 13 years ago, and Dad was an avid gardener. He loved flowers, and I didn't get to go to his funeral because it was in London, and in my dream, he was sitting next to this garden, and I said to Dad, "Oh, I just planted this flower. Look how beautiful it is." And that was it.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing your dream.
Mm-hmm.
So a garden it's a very beautiful thing. It's a very beautiful representation of creation.
Mm-hmm.
And a flower. What sort of colour was the flowers?
It's sort of yellowish flower.
Okay, so yellow is the colour of friendship.
Yellowish, orangey, it's a bit vague, in your dream, but it was something very bright, like yellowish, orangey flower.
Okay, thank you. So, yeah, usually the yellow represents friendship, like I was saying. So, how were you feeling when you were sitting there in the garden?
Oh, I felt very happy, to see him and to say to him, Dad, look at this flower I just planted. It's so beautiful.
That's beautiful. So
Yeah.
I feel that this aspect of you, which is your father, a very, very close aspect of you, it's sort of like you're making amends or you're reconnecting to him, and it's a very happy thing. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Excellent. So what I suggest is that perhaps when you get off the line here is write down what this means to you, what he means to you, what aspects of him are really important to you, because they are also aspects of you. You're making friends with yourself, and it's very nurturing. It's very beautiful.
Making friends with myself.
Yes.
Like liking myself.
Absolutely. Loving yourself, because he's an aspect of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to have to leave it there and take a break. And Laura, thank you so much for being part of the program.
You're very welcome.
So how can people get in contact with you if they would like to talk to you or contact you?
Sure. Well, they can either call me on my number, 1300 887 581, or my website, www.globaldreamwhisperer.com.
globaldreamwhisperer.com. Laura Broadbent, thank you so much for being part of the program.
Thank you, Sharina.